Welcome back, everybody. It's clubs time. Uh, we're back with part two. Could you believe it? We got so fast and so far through part one, and a few hours later, we're back to part two. Uh, you know, as it is, as it is. Okay, so let's go down through. I most of these changes are so inconsequential to the creeps that uh there's just too much. There's just too much. So instead, we're gonna skip all of these basically. You guys can figure these out on your own. Ancient black dragons now have magic amplification aura. Dope. Ancient rock golems have the weakness aura. Reduces the armor of enemy units within 1,200 units by 2. That's pretty cool. They did not change the Thunder Hide nor the Rumble Hide, which is a little upsetting. But that's not what we care about. We care about the hero changes. And there's a lot of them, as it turns out. Okay? So here's what we're going to do. We're going to make sure that my face cam is nice and situated on the side here. Okay? Nice and here. We'll do it like right here. Okay. There we go. Alright, we're going to go all the way down, starting with Abaddon. Alright, how is Abaddon? I think he's supposed to be pretty good. Abaddon's strength gain reduced from 2.8 to 2.6. Baby nerf. That's 2 less strength over the course of a game, usually. So 40 less HP. Because you're getting... Well, that's not true. It's not 0.1, it's 0.2. 0.2 is 1 strength every 5 levels. So you're losing 4 strength by level 20, which is 80 HP. Means something. Base amount of regen increased from 0 to 0.25, which is very good. That helps him spam Mistcoil. And his Aphotic Shield. Rework Shard causes Mistcoil to deal Abaddon's attack damage on impact, applying on-hit effects, and increases Curse of Avernus base slow by 10%. That is really fucking cool. Yeah, that is really fucking cool. Because what it was before was, it would make it so that your spells gave Curse of Avernus procs. So if someone got hit by your shield exploding or your Mistcoil, it would add a stack of Curse of Avernus, and I think it lowered the number of stacks needed to trigger the effect. This does the same thing for Mistcoil. Does not do it for Aphotic Shield, but now your Mistcoils do your attack, and your Curse of Avernus is better. This is good for core Abaddon, I think. Kind of. Mistcoil's cooldown is like 5. It's either 6. It's somewhere between 4 and 6. I think it might be 6 actually. It's 5.5. All right. Sure, fuck it. So every 5.5 seconds you have a ranged attack essentially. But it gives you a stack of Curse of Avernus. And it can also trigger on-hit effects like Maelstrom or Daedalus or Scotty, or I guess it wouldn't be Sanj and Yasha anymore. Stuff like that. Mjolnir, etc. It's cool. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be any good, but he has damage talent actually, doesn't he? Yeah, level 15. Do an extra 65 damage with a shard. Level 15 talent, plus 55 Mistcoil heals dash damage reduced to 50. Level 25 talent, 500 AoE Mistcoil reduced to 400. Yeah. It was just... They were kind of no-brainers. Kind of. Like, the Mistcoil one was really fucking good. on supports, especially if you could get, or if you were 3 or 4 and you could get an Ags. Because then you'd be firing off a miscoil that heals for fucking, 315 HP constantly. This helps reduce that a little bit, and makes his miscoils in general just a little bit worse, and it makes the 65 damage a little bit more appealing, maybe so that you can get the shard. And the 500 AoE miscoil was like fucking. It's 400 AoE miscoil is still way better than -1 Curse of Avernus stacks, but you know, bring them in line a little bit. Alchemist, finally a hero I care about. It's been how many heroes too? Just kidding, I like it added. Unstable Concoction, that is his only change. Grants Alchemist 5, 10, 15%, 20% movement speed while charging. That's very good. Explosion now damages enemy creeps within its radius. Okay. That's super cool. One of the problems with Unstable Concoction is that if a character like blinks away or something, or like they're just outside of your reach, or maybe you're switching between targets, someone died or something, or it's a bad time to throw, you end up holding it for a little bit longer than you want, and then you need to frantically try to scrounge a target up, and you just can't get there fast enough. 20% movement speed while you're charging it, though, it makes it easier to line up a stun on a target that you're chasing. It makes it easier to get into position to stun someone that you're waiting to go in on. This is pretty good. This is really good, actually. And I always thought that it should damage enemy creeps, but it just kind of didn't. This is fine. Not a huge deal. It's nice. Oh, you can click on their portrait. Oh, that's massive. It makes it much easier to, oh god, the lag. Makes it much easier to farm, the fucking, with Unstable Concoction, with his 20 talent, plus 400 Unstable Concoction damage. Because you can just let it blow up on you in the creep wave, and do 700 damage. Ancient Apparition. Cold Feet now deals damage in 0.5 second intervals instead of 1 second. Total damage remains unchanged. Okay, that's a buff. Because it does more ticks of damage faster. So, if it did, say, 150 damage over the course of 3 seconds, then it would do 50, 50, 50. Now it's going to do 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, 25, etc. And so on. I mean, not etc. And that's good because now that means that instead of doing, by the 1.5 second interval, you'll have done 75 damage rather than 50. So it's a little bit, you get a little bit more damage in quickly. Nice little buff. Not going to change too much. Ice Vortex slow rescaled to be worse in the late game and barely better at level 1. Doesn't really matter. This is a nerf. Magic Amp rescaled to be slightly better level 1 and slightly better at all levels, basically. Scaling is a little bit wonky, but it's fine. So now it's just a better level 1 skill. And the numbers are the same. Numbers are the same, which looks nice. But now it's a better level 1 skill and probably a worse level 4 skill. Losing 5% slow is not a huge deal, and gaining 1% magic amp is also not a huge deal. It's fine. He's not been changed in a big way so far. Healing Touch, cooldown reduced from 15-11-7-3 to 12-9-6-3. This makes just more sense. More round numbers. Okay. Good buff to the lane. To the laning stage Ancient Apparition. Damage reduced. Oh, okay. At all levels by 10. But mana cost was also reduced. This is probably a buff. I think. It might be it's a nerf to early game. I don't know. You can use it more often, though. I don't know. Undecided. It's either a nerf to early game or about the same. The way the numbers work out. But this is a buff to the late game, probably. Because losing 15% or 15 mana cost for 10 damage is probably worth it. And the 20 talent got nerfed. No, it didn't really get nerfed. It got compensated for the increase. But I heard a cricket for some reason. Anti-Mage, base strength reduced from 23 to 21, so he loses 40 HP. Rough day to be an Anti-Mage player. Mana Break now can stack with Diffusal Blade's Mana Burn. I didn't know that didn't. That's interesting, but sure. If you want to go full Mana Burn, playing against Medusa or something, go for it. Now, additionally slows enemy movement speed for 10, 20, 30, 40 for 75 seconds, 0.75 seconds when it burns all its target's mana. Illusions also apply this effect. Oh. Oh, that's fucking huge. Wow. Dude, and this fucking skill has received so many buffs, actually. Oh, you can't see the fucking things when I pull them out. Oh, I wish somebody told me that. Hee. Yeah, let's see if I can try to fix that. You see that? Whoa! Can't see that. Scooch it over a little bit. This is annoying. Alright, I have to zoom out just a little bit more. There we go. Hopefully you guys can still read that. Ah! Push me over there, father. There we go. Okay, that works, I think, for the most part. I don't really block much. I can block like a little bit, but just barely. Yeah, I'll just fucking move myself over, dumbass. Alright. Yeah, they've buffed the skill a lot. It used to just be the mana burn per hit, and it was like you just get the 64 mana burn, but now it's a max percentage burned as well as a base number, and now they added a movement speed slow. This is a huge buff for AM. It's not huge, but like it's really good. It's not gonna change his game around, but like this alone could this and like the jungle change maybe. If the jungle's just better now, we don't know. I don't know. I have to look at it and see what it's like and have it explained to me in baby terms. If the jungle's better and Anti-Mage has this, then this is huge. Also, another thing, him losing that 2 strength is actually kind of a big deal.
I'll show them what I've learned.
Because, like, his base health is now 620. And that ain't good. That ain't good at all. In fact, is this even updated correctly? It might be 580. I don't know if they updated after every... What the fuck is this wallpaper? I've never seen this shit. It's dope. Is it 580 or 620? Did they update it? Did they remember to do all of them? It is 620, okay. So 580...
I'll be the catalyst.
Or 620 health. It used to be 660. He's pretty squishy in lane now. I think it make a difference. This is a decent nerf, but this is a good buff. He's definitely way better now. Arc Warden, agility gain increased from 2.5 to 3. Okay, that's pretty big. That's a big jump. Spark Wraith damage increased. Bold move to increase the Spark Wraith damage. Okay, by 30 at level 4. Tempest Double now has a 50% damage attack penalty of more than 2,000 units away from Arc Warden. Oh, okay. Interesting. This is not a huge deal because Maelstrom still exists and whatnot, and Midas and however, but it makes split pushing with the Tempest Double way worse. It makes it marginally worse. You can't just attack people with the Tempest Double now either. That's interesting. But the spells, the Spark Wraith is going to be better, and your damage will be higher at base because of the agility gain. Level 15 talent, plus 8 armor, replaced with plus 2 flux duration. How long does flux last? I think it's 6 seconds, yeah. 6 seconds, it goes to 8 seconds. That's pretty crippling. 8 armor was really good, though. That or magnetic fields Attack speed. That's a tough choice, actually. I don't know. Probably flux duration? I don't know. That's a tough one. 35% lifesteal replaced with Tempest Double has 50% cooldown reduction. Oh my fucking god. His 25 talents are cracked as fuck. You get your Spark Wraith to start doing fucking 475 damage. 465 damage. God damn. Cooldown reduction. 2-second cooldown on your fucking Spark Wraith. Let's cooldown on Flux. 8-second cooldown on Flux. 10 on Magnetic Field. Damn, bro. That's pretty fucking good. Tempest Double Duration is really good too, because then you have almost 100% uptime. I don't know, bro. Tough call. Not an Arc Warden main, thank God. Axe. Battle Hunger now deals physical damage. Okay, that's a nerf. Damage rescaled. From 16, 24, or whatever the fuck. 10, 15, 20. That's just worse. Plus one-time Axe's armor. Huh. That's fucking weird.
Axe.
2.3 base armor, and he gets 1 armor every 3 levels, essentially. So if you build like an Assault Cuirass or a Shivas or something, then you're doing more damage than before, but it gets reduced by physical armor or whatever, obviously. No longer grants movement speed to Axe. Now only slows enemies as long as they are not facing Axe. Slow rescaled to be much more. Okay. That's weird. So if they're trying to run away, it's a way better slow. And if you have a lot of armor, it does a lot. Okay. So if obviously this pairs very well with your Q. You slap your Q on. Then you have plus 40 armor. That's 65 damage. But that only lasts like 3 seconds. So I mean, you can buff this up for like a second. There's going to be like some clip of someone dying to battle hunger and they're going to live, and then Axe is just going to Q on like the other side of the map. Okay. Cool. I like this change. That's cool. This one's a little wonky, but fuck it. I guess it makes it easier to deal with in lane. Counter Helix. Shard debuff now reduces total attack damage taken by Axe from the affected unit. This makes Blade Mail deal full damage blocks since the outgoing damage isn't reduced. Damage back. Okay, cool. Cool. Shard is better. Culling Blade. Killing an enemy hero grants a permanent... Oh. Okay. I see. So he scales permanently now. He's one of those permanently scaling heroes. They're adding a lot of shit to this game to make just heroes better. I'm worried about fucking power scaling. Like, you gotta be careful about just adding shit to abilities. Like, this just got added. This just got added. This just got added. Like, I'm getting worried about power scaling, but we'll see. Okay. Very cool. Very cool, though. 2 bonus armor at max level. So it's this goes up as you skill the ability, which is cool. Okay. Cooldown increased. Oh, by a lot. So if you don't get the kill, that's very punishing. Mana cost rescaled to be way more. Oh, no. To be more at level 1, less at level 3. About the same at level 2. Move speed bonus rescaled. Okay. Attack speed bonus rescaled. Okay. Damage now pure and pierce spell immunity. Pierce magic immunity. Okay. I didn't know it didn't before. Okay. Cool. I thought it did before. I thought it was also pure damage before. That's a good buff. That's a really good buff. And the damage was increased. It was only 300 before. It's 450. This is a huge buff to Culling Blade. Culling Blade is so much better now. Wow. Okay. So if you if you are in a late game fight or like a mid game fight or some shit, and you're level 18 and you double chop the enemy team, then you just get 4 armor. And now Battle Hunger does more damage too. That's really good. This is so fucking cool. I love this. And I right-clicked. Okay. Talents. 10 talent, 12% magic resistance replaced with 20 movement speed. I think that was another one. That was a later one, yep. With 10% Battle Hunger slow, so it goes up to 45. That's fucking huge. 20 HP regen replaced with 1 permanent armor per Calling Blade kill. This is retroactive. So you get 3, and it would update all of your old ones. That's probably worth it if you have, like, 5 to 8 Calling Blades. Once you get up to... I don't know, actually. It's probably still more worth it to get the Calling Blade damage. 600. A 600 damage chop to kill something? Fuck, dude. That's good. That is so good. They just took the level 3, gave it the talent, and then kept the talent the same. Fuck. Okay. Cool. Cool talent. You'd need like 10 chops to make that worth it, I think. 150 Culling Blade threshold replaced with 150 Culling Blade damage threshold. Okay, so now it just does more damage. Okay. Yeah. So it didn't do the damage before. It just increased the threshold. Okay. Cool. I guess that's a typo. They didn't update it properly. 100 Battle Hunger DPS replaced with 2 times Battle Hunger armor multiplier. That's going to be... This is straight up worse, but it is fine. If you have a really good armor, like, Culling Blade game, then you can... Like, you do the left side 20 talent and the left side 25 talent. And say you have, like, 10 kills. You get 30 armor. God, fuck, dude. That's actually so crazy. Do an extra 60 damage with it. Very cool changes to Axe. Big fan. Kind of want to try that. Bane, Enfeeble. Ah, the Enfeeble changes. The you know, patch rolls around, it's time to change Enfeeble again. No longer reduces cast speed, now reduces cast range by 30. Oh, that's good. Heal regen reduction, attack reduction, and cast range reduction for 11 seconds. And it has a 100% uptime. That's really good. It used to just be attack damage. And then they changed it a whole fucking bunch of times. And then it was status resistance and some weird shit. And now it's these 3 things. And cast range reduction is very good. By 30%, that's a huge amount. Now it fucks, like... Now it really fucks everybody. Like, it fucks right-clickers, it fucks tanks, and it fucks spellcasters. It's got a little bit of something for everything. It's never a waste to cast this on anybody now. Fiend's Grip damage reduced. That's fine. Who cares? It's all about that fucking... That shit. That, disable. 150 Brain Sap damage heal increased to 200. It's still just worse than the Fiend's Grip, but, I mean, at least now it does... What is that? 500 damage? 500 pure damage.
Into the light.
With the shard, it's not terrible. I still buy the shard. It's bad, but I buy it. Batrider, base armor increased by 1. Rework shard. Flaming Lasso no longer disarms you. Your attacks apply 1 stack of sticky napalm. Just always?
If you don't ride into battle, you don't ride at all.
Yeah, no, just always. Not during Lasso, just always. Your attacks always apply a stack of sticky napalm. That's very cool. I don't know what his shard was before, but this is awesome. And his armor's increased, which is very good. Now it's 4.5. Flame Break, mana cost reduced. Batrider must have been having a bad time. Flaming Lasso, mana cost reduced. Spell Amp, replaced with Sticky Napalm Radius. That's good. That's really good. Armor replaced with 75 Flame Break Knockback. I think Sticky Napalm is the better choice, obviously. Well, not obviously, but in most cases. Really good players might get the Flame Break thing. 250 health replaced with 10 Flaming Lasso cooldown. That's garbage. That's his 15 talent tree is garbage now. 25 movement speed is way better. For this to even be competitive, it would have to be like fucking -10 and +20, maybe +15. This has to that flaming lasso cooldown has to go up. It's got to be like -20 at least. 30 movement speed replaced with 2 flame break charges. Okay. Cool. That's pretty good actually. That's really good actually. 20% magic resistance replaced with +6 sticky napalm damage. Okay. Bit of a nerf to his sticky napalm timing. 35 flaming lasso cooldown replaced with flame break applies 2 sticky napalm charges. Firefly duration is definitely better. That said, you could double flame break somebody and then get 4 stacks. Okay. He got some buffs. His talents are probably nerfs, though. Probably. Beastmaster. Base damage reduced by 2. 30 movement speed replaced with 25 movement speed Beastmaster controlled units. Okay, so nerfs to Beastmaster. Got it. New Scepter ability. Ooh, they were not happy with the double rupture. Blood Mist. Bloodseeker sprays his blood in an area, taking 5% max HP and pure damage every second while dealing 5% of a unit's max HP to enemies within a 450 radius, and slowing his enemies by 25%. While Blood Mist is active, Thirst healing is increased by 50%. Cooldown 4 seconds, cannot be turned off while on cooldown. Taking 5% max HP and pure damage every second while dealing 5% of a unit's max HP to enemies. Okay. So just in a 450 radius around you, you just do 20% of their max HP. Or is it a toggle? I think it's a toggle. But you have to keep it on for 4 seconds. So you do 20% damage to yourself. Thirst healing is increased. Okay. 400 health replaced with 15% spell life steal. That's probably worse. -4 second blood right cooldown replaced with 2 rupture charges. Oh, very cool. Definitely the better talent. That's awesome. Okay, so they just put his ags into his level 25. Okay, very cool. The 4,000 gold talent right there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how this is gonna be. Bounty Hunter, movement speed increased from 320 to 325. He is extremely fucking fast. Shadow Walk, cooldown increased from 15 to 18, 17, 16, 15. That's not a huge deal. It matters a little bit. Not a major amount, though. +2 second Shadow Walk slow duration replaced with +10% Shadow Walk slow. That is probably fair. The duration was extremely long. Is it 10 or 30? Is it 10 or 30? It's probably 30 because I'd imagine the talent would be more correct than the patch notes. 30%, that is good. 10% not good. But a 70% slow for 4 seconds is massive. 50% is good, but 70%? Fuck, they are not moving. Cool. Brewmaster, Cinder Brew. Casting Cinder Brew now also drenches Brewmaster himself in his brew. Brewmaster doesn't get the negative effects. Okay. Reworked. Brewmaster gains 3 stances based on his elements that he can freely switch to. Stances have stronger effects if Brewmaster is affected by Cinder Brew. Earth Brawler stance grants 1, 3, 5, 7 armor and 5, 10, 15, 20 magic resist. Effect is tripled if Brewmaster is affected by Cinder. Oh, fuck. Okay. What the shit? Storm Brawler stance grants Brewmaster 15, 20, 25, 30% evasion and 5, 7, 9, 11 movement speed. Effect is tripled. Okay. 24% chance of dealing a shit ton crit. Chance is tripled. Oh, this is cool. Okay. Can you change your stance? You can change your stance, I'm assuming. You can just change your stance always. No mana cost, I'm assuming. This is fucking cool. This is really fucking cool. Okay. And this is... Okay, but Cinder Brew only lasts for 5 seconds, though. But he does have talents for it, right? Damage and duration. Ooh. Oh, man. That's fucking cool. That turns it up to... What is that? 6.5 second duration? And then you could triple that of anything. And you can just switch between it always. Just running past the Zeus. I'm going to give myself some magic resistance. Oh, I'm running away. I'm going to give myself evasion and movement speed. And I'm going to cast Cinder Brew. Oh, that's pretty good, dude. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Is it better than Old Drunken Brawler? Honestly, probably. Primal Split. Shard no longer grants Void Brewmaster's attack procs to the Void Brewling. Shard now grants Void Brawler stance. Grants Brewmaster 20% status resist and 25% movement slow for 2 seconds on attack. Effects are tripled. Just give him a 75% movement slow if he just uses Cinder Brew. And he gets a 60% status resistance. Fuck, dude. He switches to the Void stance as he's getting like he's about to get initiated on, and he predicts it. Goes Void Brawler, and then in between stuns that they can't chain together as well because he's in the Void stance, he Cinder Brews, gets 60% status resistance, and just runs away. 25 talent, plus 90% Drunken Brawler critical strike. Plus Cinder Brew applies fear when ignited. Wow. Wait, his other 25 doesn't work anymore though. Unless, oh, they gain their own passive. Okay. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. The fear is probably better. Because holy fuck, fear is really good. Base movement speed increased from 290 to 295. That's really good for him because Warpath gives percent-based movement speed. So any increases is huge for him. Strength gain reduced from 2.9 to 2.5. So you gain over 10 levels, 4 less strength. Over 20 levels, 8 less strength. That's pretty big. That's 160 HP. But this is really good. This is probably enough to compensate. And you get max stacks of Warpath increased. Yeah, this is buffs. His level 10 mana regen talent got nerfed, and now he has very meager 10 talents. 13% spell lifesteal reduced to 12. You know, of course, it was just 1% too good. 24 Warpath damage per stack increased to 25%. It was just one too bad. Okay, probably a bristle buff. Yeah, definitely a bristle buff. He loses a lot of HP over time with levels, but his movement speed and his Warpath stacks is a big deal. Broodmother. Spinner Snare can now be cast anywhere. There's a web regardless of cast range. Same behavior as Spin Web. I don't even... What the fuck is this? Sure. Sure. I know exactly what that is. Yep. 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 Spawn Spiderlings. Spiderling duration reduced from 60 to 40, 45, 50. Okay, that's a pretty big nerf. Spiderling damage increased from 14 to all levels to 14, 17, 20. That's a good buff, though. Poison Sting no longer deals damage per second. Poison Sting slow is rescaled. Okay. Probably nerfs. I say this probably nerfs. 10 agility replaced with plus 3 spin web max webs. Note, does not affect the charges. The current charges, I'm assuming. Okay. Just max. It raises the cap, but doesn't raise you along with the cap. 30 attack speed replaced with 16 agility. That is probably just a better talent. 16 damage and 16 attack speed. You lose 14 attack speed for 16 damage, which is very good. And 2 armor. About. Plus 50% Spiderling building damage replaced with a plus 15% Silken Bola slow.
The spider comes.
To a 70% slow. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Centaur War Runner. Strength gain reduced from 4.6 to 4.0. Wow. That's a big change. That he loses 6 strength and then another 6 strength for 12 strength by level 20. Which is 240 HP. That's actually significant. 240 HP is a big deal. Base armor increased by 1. I don't think that necessarily offsets. Damage increased from 100 to 120, and then 250 to 300. Okay. Cliff Stomp does more damage. Double-Edged Shard now applies its strength bonus before dealing damage. Good buff. Stampede Scepter damage reduction decreased from 40 to 20, 25, 30. Okay, his Scepter hasn't been touched in forever. I'm surprised that they're touching it. Scepter now leashes affected enemies for the duration of the debuff. Ooh. Okay. Very cool. They're leashed for 2.5 seconds. Okay. Nice. That's probably a buff. This is obviously a buff. This is a buff. Hero itself got nerfed, though. In general, I don't know. In general, I do not know. Is he better or worse? Probably worse. Not 100% sure, though. Hoof Stomp getting 50 damage is big. 5 armor replaced with plus 15 strength. That's good. Decreased from 50 retaliate damage to plus 45. Okay. Cool. Cool. Chaos Knight. Chaos Strike deals 1.5 damage to creeps. Just straight up. Okay. Buff. Good for you, Chaos Knight. Shen, Holy Persuasion. Bonus movement speed increased to 40% at max level, which is good. Hand of God heal reduced from 275, 400, 625 to 200, 300, 400. Oh, wow. Okay. Big nerf. Massive nerf. That's 225 HP, bro. That's a mech. Now additionally applies a 20, 30, 40. Okay. Alright. 40 for... Yes. Okay, so this eventually becomes more HP. It's just a matter of having the HP heal per second. 280 Hand of God heal replaced with a plus 200 slash plus 10 Hand of God heal slash heal over time. Okay. Very cool. Very nice. Clinks. Burning Mirage channel time decreased. That is a buff. The channel time being decreased may sound worse because he's firing his arrows, but that just means that he is firing his arrows faster. So you channel for less time, and he fires the arrows faster. Mana regen replaced with 20 searing arrows damage. At level 10, that's probably fine. 12 magic resistance replaced with -3 skeleton walk cooldown. Tough choice. I don't know. I do not know. Searing arrows damage replaced with Death Pact gains creep abilities. Oh. Oh. That can be massive. -5 skeleton walk cooldown replaced with plus 25% Dark Pact health. That's a lot of Dark Pact health. Wow. And Dark Pact health slash damage replaced with 25% burning barrage damage. Up to 90%. Fuck. Wow. Alright, he's got some cool talents now. Okay, stop soon. Clockwork. Level 20 talent plus 100 rocket flare damage replaced with power cogs, leash units inside. So they can't TP, which doesn't really matter that much. Can they do anything? Can they blink? Can you blink if you're leashed? I don't think so. That's pretty good. But you're already fucking hitting them with the battery assault, so I don't know. Okay. Nice change, I guess. Power cogs leash units inside a rocket flare true sight. Okay. Crystal Nova attack speed slow increased. Good. That's a buff. Arcane Aura now also grants 6, 12, 18, 24 mana to all allies within 1200 radius whenever a Crystal Maiden casts a spell, but not items. Okay. It's like a tiny little arcane boot. It's like a third of a fucking arcane ring, which is very cute. I like that. 200 health, 250 magic resistance replaced with plus 20%, plus 20 arcane aura mana per cast. Very cool. Okay, so got some nice CM buffs. Like it. I like it a lot. All right, we're on the D's. Don't forget D for Dolan. I'm gonna stop for now. Okay.